Welcome to Cultura Latina. This week we'll travel to Quito, where an alternative cinema space is growing avid audiences. And also we'll hear a taste of a Mexican bagpipe band honoring a history of fraternity and solidarity through ancient Celtic tones. Follow the music. Admire the art. Place yourself inside historic architecture. Every week here on Telesur English. Welcome to Cultura Latina. The St. Patrick's Battalion Pipes and Drums is a Mexican bagpipe band founded to honor traditional Scottish music and bring it to Latin audiences as a reflection of the cultural mixture in the region.
My name is Rafael Gutierrez. I'm from Mexico City originally. I grew up in the United States and had a lot of contact with the Irish and Scottish communities there.
My name is Gabriel Jose Llamosa. I'm from Mexico City. I studied administration, but now my profession is being a musician of Scottish bagpipes.
My name is Irene. I'm 22. I play the bagpipes. I study music and music composition.
Yo soy Miguel Vega.
I'm Miguel Vega. I play the snare drum and I'm from here, Mexico City.
Y soy de aquí del Distrito Federal.
Ever since I was very young, I decided I wanted to play the bagpipes. So eventually when I grew up, I decided to go to Scotland and learn how to play the bagpipes.
It has been more fulfilling than my studies. I'm very happy doing this.
Basically, music is my passion, and so that is what I do with most of my time.
It is rich in many ways, even though it is just a group of bagpipes and drums. Amid the musical structure, when you involve yourself more, that is when it becomes much, much bigger.
Es grande.
The Batallón de San Patricio, the St. Patrick's Battalion Pipes and Drums, in honor of the
Irish soldiers that fought from Mexico in the U.S. intervention.
They came with the North American Army, but when they saw that it was an unjust invasion that the US inflicted upon Mexico, they deserted from the North American Army and joined the Mexican Army under the name of the St. Patrick's Battalion.
Y se pasaron del lado del ejército mexicano con el nombre de Batallón de San Patricio.
Well, of course, Mexicans are very musically inclined. And of course, anything that has to do with music, they just enjoy.
To see an instrument like this one, with all these tubes sticking out, coming out of the bag, and all the rest, it is seen as something very strange.
Siempre así en donde estemos.
Wherever we are, there are always people that come up and ask, "Hey, what is that?" For the people who don't know what it is, they ask, "What is it? What are you playing? What is it that you're wearing?" And there are always jokes and people whistling as well.
That curiosity and that exotic element diminishes a bit when we play Mexican music on the pipes. That kind of connects us with the public. And of course, they enjoy it. I mean, they just can't get enough of it.
What makes the sound of the bagpipe so strong is this little reed that you can see here. This reed is from a plant that needs a lot of air pressure, so the two wooden pieces vibrate and make the sound. I was investigating and these reeds vibrate at 500 times per second. That is why it sounds so strong. You understand?
When you are involved and lined up with the other drums, we all need to be an ensemble, because it is not about being louder or more important than the other in the drum line. Rather, all the snares need to be together to sound as one.
que te despierta sensaciones, te despierta un
It awakens sensations, it evokes within you an infinite amount of sensations and passions, and a pleasure for the music. Well, for me, I like to transmit those feelings and passions to the people.
We want to see pipey music, develop more here in Mexico.
Yo quiero ver más.
I want to see more youth, young people join in and become passionate with this, so that the band grows.
A las personas les ayuda.
It helps people see beyond the socioeconomic problems or social problems that they're going through. To be able to bring this culture and that it can distract people from those kinds of problems is beautiful. And if we as musicians can influence and change in these types of social situations, well, how good is that, right?
Cambiar este tipo de situaciones sociales, pues qué mejor, ¿no?
8y is a successful initiative that provides independent films and local festivals in Quito to break the commercial film's dominance in Latin America. It also holds a space for workshops and music. Let's go.
Set in the neighborhood of La Floresta in the hills above downtown Quito, 8y has served as a cultural and artistic force in Ecuadorian society since its founding in 2001. Embracing the motto of Beyond the Mall, the 8y cinema provides a platform for Ecuadorian and international artists and filmmakers. Named after Italian director Federico Fellini's 1963 film 8½, the organization was founded by a group of Ecuadorian producers and artists who sought to promote the culture of film and create an open environment for those artists seeking to share their work.
They wanted to open a space to be able to see films, the films that they liked, films that they would have wanted to see in other cinemas in Ecuador, but there weren't any. So they said, let's open a cinema. A really crazy idea, but at the same time very brave. And I think very beautiful. Because it's just that, to give the people of Quito a different space where they can enjoy different films. Since the beginning, since it was created by Ecuadorian producers and film directors, the idea was always to let national cinema have a strong presence. It is the house of Ecuadorian artists, whether are filmmakers, dancers, playwrights. It is the house of the artists of Ecuador.
8y has a cafe as well as an outdoor seating area which hosts various musical and theatrical events. It is also a space that allows for the public to mingle with the artists and directors whose work is shown in the center's 2 theaters. Directors from across Ecuador and from abroad often come to 8y to share their processes and discuss in open forums the nature of their work.
Always since the beginning, it has been a space that wants to involve the different arts, whether they are dance, theater, music, and obviously film.
8y organizes the annual Bajo Tierra Festival, which shows 30 national short and feature films and brings together filmmakers from across the country. It is also the organizer of the contemporary dance festival Alas de la Danza, which brings dancers from around the world to Quito. Other festivals taking place in the center are The Place Without Limits, which is LGBT in focus, the French Film Festival, the Documentary Festival EDOC, and a European Film Festival.
It also wants to be a cinematic space, a little academy, that people can come here and leave the theater saying, not only I have seen something different, but I have also learned something from the film that somebody from 8y chose for me.
The 8y concept expanded to the cities of Guayaquil and Manta, where independent films produced in Ecuador and abroad are shown to interested audiences. The organization is a member of the International Confederation of Art Cinemas, Europa Cinemas, and the Latinopolis Network, which connects the cinema to the global film community.
Without spaces like this, people don't talk, they don't converse. Here you can see a film, drink a coffee, a beer, a rum, whatever it is, and talk about the film that you have just seen, but also talk about other things also. It is a place of meeting, and I think this is great. And this alone is obviously a support not only to the artists, but I think to the general population. The simple fact that 8y exists as a space and is an open space to the production and national cinema, to the Latin American artists, to the Latin American filmmakers already, just this, that is a support by itself, because it wants to transmit that they will always have a space here.